Coach, with a three-game weekend, I mean, how difficult does it prove to kind of prepare for three different teams in the span of about, 18, 20 hours?
Yeah, it's really difficult, actually, especially this first match when you don't really have film from this year. You go back to last year, you try and look at their transfers. Um, a lot of guesswork kind of goes into that. So, the opening match, especially, I think we will probably focus on ourselves just a little bit more and then be able to hopefully make some in-match adjustments if needed. But three matches in 2 days is a lot. The NCAA is actually changing that rule. Right now, we only have so many days, dates that we can play matches. Next year, that will change to actual games, so that we don't have to necessarily play two matches in a day if we don't want to.
On kind of the flip side of that, though, do you kind of see it as an advantage where, the opponents, they don't have any scouting on you, and, there are some changes from last year at setter and kind of in the middle as well?
Yeah, definitely. It's a double-edged sword, if you want to say, but yeah, I think you're exactly right. We do have a lot of weapons, and that's why we're sometimes a little hush hush with media, or Chris maybe putting some stuff out on social media or videos or whatnot. Because there is a lot of information that you can maybe gain from others out there, whether it be on a message board or videos or whatever. We try and keep things pretty close to our vest as we're going into something like this. And then going forward, everybody has access to film and scouting, but hopefully we don't have to show all of our cards too early, and we can keep some things for whether it's this weekend or as we keep advancing, through the preseason.
Just kind of on that too. I mean, how do you kind of, I think it's fair to say BYU is kind of the marquee opponent of the weekend, a top 10 team. How do you kind of keep everyone's focus on Duke and Ryder and not get looking ahead to, the prominent quote unquote matchup of the weekend?
We, especially as a coaching staff, haven't talked to the team at all about anyone but Duke, and trying to really focus, one thing at a time. I know human nature, that's tough to do sometimes if you have a ranked opponent and a big match like that, but really trying to just focus, I think, like I said, a little bit on ourselves and what we really want to do, and just taking, kind of 1 point at a time and one set at a time as we go along.
Can't let you go without asking about the extension and the prolonged stay now in Pullman. Just kind of your thoughts on being able to stay here and kind of continue to build this program up from where it was when you started.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's great. Of course, Washington State is our home, and we love it here. There's nothing better but building this program and trying to win a national championship. That's what we're trying to do ultimately. So great that we will get to be here for years to come, and I might have to run for mayor or something like that as well if I'm going to be here this long. But we're just really happy to still be here and leading this program.
This year, compared with last year, was a solid season, solid winning season. And I know you've been active in the off season. You held the youth camp and everything, and then you've had some new recruits. Do you want to just talk about any exciting newcomers to the WSU program you have for this fall?
Yeah, for sure. I'll go back to summer. You mentioned summer camp. We did have a record-setting, summer camp this year. We had over 900, either high school or junior high or youth campers come through, Washington State volleyball camp this summer. So, that's a huge number, and really excited to just, grow the game of volleyball and get our student athletes out there as role models. But as far as newcomers go, we have only one freshman, Britt Carlson. She is from Minneapolis. She actually graduated high school early and was with us all spring last year. So definitely a newcomer, but it's nice for a freshman to have that time under their belt in the spring, especially. And then we have 3 transfers. Molly Kipp is a setter from Baylor and is doing a great job for us, working really hard, and a great addition in the setting spot. And then Laura Jansen, who is a grad transfer from Arkansas Little Rock, and originally from the Netherlands. Somebody who can play 6 rotation and is really getting into our system that we're running, really mature and has that, I think, international experience. And then Shay Rubright, transfer from University of Minnesota, originally from Yakima. And, we recruited her out of high school. She wanted to leave, go to the Big Ten, but we're happy to have her back home. And she's doing a great job as well.
So I would like to know what's the approach for you and the team coming in for the BYU Invitational. You guys are going up against 4 teams, Duke, Rider, and BYU, 3 teams, excuse me. What is your guys' approach to this?
Yeah, just that first tournament of the year, really just trying to, iron out the wrinkles. What starting lineup is, maybe going to work for us, things like that. Every time you have a tournament, I think it gives you, kind of some extra sets, extra matches to maybe work on some things. And, the focus is a little bit on ourselves this weekend, and, just seeing how we can, keep building as a team and blend a little bit better from just our 2 weeks of practice.